According to royal fashion observers and diplomatic analysts, the Princess of Wales's appearance at the Commonwealth Day service wearing a striking red Catherine Walker coat dress has sparked widespread discussion about potential diplomatic messaging, particularly in relation to former President Trump. Fashion experts note that royal clothing choices have historically served as diplomatic tools. Several royal commentators have pointed out that Catherine's selection of a bold red ensemble, a color traditionally associated with power and authority, appears to be a calculated choice given the current political climate. Royal historians have emphasized how color symbolism plays a crucial role in both British and American political contexts. They note that red represents the Labour Party in British politics and the Republican Party in American politics. Fashion analysts suggest that by wearing this color at a Commonwealth event, Catherine demonstrates the monarchy's ability to communicate across political spectrums while maintaining neutrality. Design experts have highlighted specific elements of the Catherine Walker creation. Fashion critics point to the structured silhouette and military-inspired details as projecting authority and control. British fashion industry insiders note that the choice of a British designer reinforces themes of British sovereignty and independence, which they say is particularly relevant in post-Brexit international relations. Historical researchers have drawn parallels with previous instances of royal fashion diplomacy. They frequently cite the late Queen Elizabeth II's strategic wardrobe choices, which often incorporated symbolic colors and motifs reflecting diplomatic considerations. Style watchers observe that Catherine appears to be following this tradition with increasing sophistication. Commonwealth observers emphasize that the service represents unity among nations with shared values. Political analysts suggest that Catherine's bold choice indicates Britain's continued commitment to international cooperation while asserting its independent voice in global affairs. They note the timing coincides with ongoing discussions about international alliances and leadership. According to diplomatic experts, the selection of such a commanding ensemble during a period of Trump's continued political activity potentially communicates several messages. 1. Political analysts suggest it projects confidence in British institutions and their resilience against populist challenges. 2. Commonwealth specialists point to the setting as emphasizing commitment to democratic principles and international cooperation. 3. Gender politics researchers note that the powerful styling asserts female authority and leadership, which they say is particularly relevant given past tensions regarding Trump's interactions with female leaders. Media analysts have observed how international coverage has amplified the message. Reports indicate that both fashion journalists and political commentators have noted the strategic timing and execution of the appearance. Diplomatic observers point to several crucial factors in the timing. Ongoing discussions about NATO and international security. Current debates about the future of democratic institutions. Post-pandemic diplomatic relationship navigation. Trump's maintained political visibility. Foreign policy experts place Catherine's fashion choice within a larger pattern of British diplomatic signaling through the royal family. They suggest the monarchy's soft power continues to play a vital role in international relations, particularly in supporting democratic values, maintaining international partnerships, promoting British interests globally, encouraging multilateral cooperation. Royal watchers predict this fashion moment likely sets a precedent for future diplomatic messaging through royal appearances. Political analysts suggest it demonstrates how traditional institutions can adapt to contemporary political communication while maintaining protocol and dignity. Experts on modern monarchy highlight how current royalty must balance traditional diplomatic protocols, contemporary political realities, media scrutiny, public expectations. Communication specialists emphasize that fashion diplomacy's effectiveness lies in its subtlety. They point to several advantages. Nonverbal communication of complex messages, plausible deniability when needed, multiple interpretations for different audiences, cultural and diplomatic sensitivity. International relations experts suggest the message operates on multiple levels, reinforcing British institutional stability, asserting diplomatic independence, maintaining diplomatic courtesy, supporting democratic allies. Analysts conclude that Princess Catherine's red dress choice exemplifies modern royal diplomacy's sophistication. Fashion historians suggest that through careful selection of color, style, and timing, she has managed to convey a complex diplomatic message while maintaining the dignity and neutrality expected of the royal family. Political scientists predict this event will likely be studied as an example of how traditional institutions can adapt to contemporary political challenges while maintaining their essential character and influence. Communication experts note that in an age of direct and often confrontational political communication, subtle diplomatic signals remain effective and necessary. Diplomatic observers suggest the success of this fashion moment lies not just in its immediate impact, but in its contribution to the ongoing evolution of royal diplomacy in the modern era. They argue it reinforces the continuing relevance of traditional institutions while demonstrating their capacity to engage with contemporary political realities in sophisticated ways. Both royal and political analysts emphasize that such careful attention to diplomatic dress code suggests the monarchy remains highly aware of its role in international relations and continues to adapt its communication methods to contemporary challenges while maintaining its traditional dignity and influence.